listeners, and welcome to episode 151 of the Nigerian Football Weekly podcast. I'm your host, Olu Oke. And today, of course, we have the glorious pleasure of reviewing the Women's Africa Cup of Nations final between the Super Falcons of Nigeria and the Lionesses of Morocco, which the Nigeria Super Falcons prevailed, winning by 3-2 in the final of the Women's AFCON yesterday in Rabat. Congratulations to the team. Congratulations to everybody involved with the Super Falcons, the federation. You know, there's days where we criticize them, but we must praise them when the praise is due. And you know, what a wonderful achievement. And Mission X has officially been accomplished. Nigeria has won our 10th WAFCON title and 12th overall title when it comes to our women's national team in the country. So all around, just fantastic vibes. We came down from a 2-0 deficit at halftime to win the game 3-2 in 90 minutes. I mean, just a wonderful achievement. I mean, when you think about my prediction of 3-1, I think I said 3-1. You know, I wasn't too far off, but obviously I didn't think we'd be down by 2-0. And my word, we just have to praise the team for their resilience and just everything they showed on that pitch. I mean, you know, we always say Nigeria, they carry last, and you know, we always thrive under pressure. But my God, when you see these moments that remind you of, you know, the excellence that's within who we are as people and countrymen and countrywomen, you know, when you just see that resilience really pushed to the test and you come through in such a fantastic way, playing against the hosts, you know, the whole stadium, pretty much Moroccan supporters, apart from maybe like 1% or 2% of the crowd, you know, and to deliver in those circumstances, scoring 3 goals from the 65th minute, you know, literally in the final 25 minutes, you know, like, I just have to doff my hat to the team, man. Just wonderful performances from everybody. So shout out to the team. So what's the starting next half of the Nigeria team? As expected, to be honest, everybody we expected to played in this game, apart from maybe Jamie Lucy. So the back line was Enadozie in goal, Plumpton at left back, Michelle Alozie at right back, Tosin Demeyi and Osinachi Ohale as centre-back pairings. We saw Deborah Abiodun come back into the midfield to start alongside Halimatu Ayinde, who's been one of the unsung heroes of the team throughout this tournament. Ajibade, of course, as captain, played in this game. And then, as expected, Ihezuo and Esther Okoronkwo. Esther Okoronkwo, oh my God. Footballer! Oh my God, the words are not enough. After I already praised her in the game after Zambia, that TikTok, that YouTube video probably has like maybe 70,000 views. So Esther Okoronkwo Mania is live and direct and going crazy all over the internet and with Nigerians. And my word, did she put in yet another amazing performance. You know, I mean, her, and also we have to also shout out Folake Jamie Lucy. Jamie Lucy was fantastic in this game as well. So I think Magudo, we have to give him his props. He got his selection spot on. Obviously, if he ended up 2-0, you say it was not the case. And the first half was a struggle. So let's caveat. First half was terrible. We were absolutely flogged, and they wiped the floor with us in that first half. But resilience, you know what I'm talking about. So Morocco how did the game go? Morocco opened the scoring in 12th minute, courtesy of a great finish by their captain, Ghislaine Chebak. I mean, we failed to clear the ball, and it was the first open play goal we considered in the tournament. But I must say the finish was fantastic. The amount of power she generated from outside the box with her right foot, whipped it into the bottom, literally the left corner of the goal, you know, to Nadozie's right hand side. You know, you can't be mad at the finish, but I must say that the defending, you know, nobody really tried to block the ball. We love Michelle Alozie, but if you watch the 2 goals Nigeria conceded, you can understand why for her club, Houston Dash, she plays as an attacker, because my God, you know, just lapses in concentration there, not doing enough or showing enough intensity and intention to block the shot, you know. So I thought that was a bit annoying, but, you know, we won, so it's all good, you know. So that was very annoying. Then in the 24th minute, Morocco came in, like literally like flogging us early, man. 24th minute, Morocco went 2-0 up. I said, what the hell is going on here? This cannot be happening. Like, honestly, I didn't even believe it was possible. I was like, what's going on? You know, but yet again, this was another goal that was, I would say, a defensive error by Nigeria, scored by Sana Musudi. But if you watch Ohale, Anyway, we won the match, but if you see the way Ohale failed to deal with one ball, she just had to clear the ball, and I don't know if she lagoed it or just miskicked it. Next thing you know, the Moroccans get the ball, they shift the ball to Masudi. She turns Alozie yet again. Turns Alozie and uses her left foot to just place the ball into the bottom corner of the net. Fantastic finish again, but my word, it's as if I don't know if Jorge Vilda, the Moroccan coach, told them to target Alozie in some shape or form, because we have to be honest, the defensive performance for those two goals was not good enough and left a lot to be desired, to be honest. But anyway, shocking first half display. The good thing about that is champions say, you know what, we can be bad sometimes, but we're going to move on and we're going to prosper. Super Falcons said, don't worry. We know we disgraced ourselves, but we're still the giants of Africa. We've won this title 9 times. Morocco have not even sniffed it, apart from, and they lost the last final. And they just regrouped and remembered who they were. You know, sometimes in life, you need to remember who the hell you are. Don't confuse it for arrogance, but you must be self-confident. And I don't like when they try and make it seem like people should not be self-confident. Please be self-confident in everything you do in this life. But that's exactly what the Super Falcons, because they woke up and said, you know what, this is unacceptable. This is not us. Even in the second half, if we're being honest, the first 15 minutes of that second half, 20 minutes of that second half, it looked like, say, we did go our house, so like, not much to write home about. We didn't really do anything. You know, it was just a very, very callous performance. But guess what? All of a sudden, you come out and you look like you've got something to play for, and things will just break in your favor here and there. So in the 64th minute, all of a sudden, a penalty was given against Morocco after Jamilusi attempted a cross, and the ball hits Benzina's arm in the penalty box. I mean, when you see it, to be fair, there's one Moroccan in my YouTube channel that's crying about the disallowed the penalty that was overturned for Morocco. But this one, you could say it's slightly harsh, but at the same time, there's not really much the ref could have done, because, you know, her hands were in an unnatural position. And one thing you cannot do with Super Falcons is give them an inch into the game. What I love about this is we've been seeing Ajibade playing penalties for Nigeria, but I even listened to Okoronkwo's interview with the BBC's World Football Service, and she was saying that her and Ajibade are designated penalty takers, but obviously Ajibade as captain probably had first dibs to play it. But I love Okoronkwo's confidence. Honestly, what a player, what a footballer. You know, just the tension, the nerves, backing yourself in that kind of moment to grab the ball, place it on the spot, and, you know, strike it in with her left foot. You know, left-footed players, we have to say there's something about them, let's be honest. And my God, Okoronkwo, like, we have to just bow for the results, you know. And then next thing you know, it's 2-1, we're in the game, so we're now ramping up, we're the ones feeling ourselves, you know. And then just 7 minutes later, yet again, who shows walkies for us? Who shows what's going on the pitch? Esther Okoronkwo again. Takes the ball. Yes, it breaks luckily once or twice, but literally just driving intentionally into the Moroccan box. Dribbling 1 or 2 players. Next thing you know, she found herself, literally, she could have been selfish and taken the shot. And she may have missed, she may have scored. But guess what? Star players, what they do? Composure of these moments. Composure. She just slid the ball literally to the left, straight into Jamilusi's path, and Jamilusi with a one-touch finish just slammed it into the net, you know. And next thing you know, Nigeria have caught life. Game on. It's 2-2. Now, all to play for. Now, just when we thought we had the momentum, what does the ref do? She awards a penalty to Morocco after a shot hit Demehin's hand. But, like, literally, like, it was such close proximity that it felt like such a harsh call. And this was in the 81st minute. I was thinking, after our girls have done all this hard work, man, and brought themselves back from the brink, how could this be happening to them, man? Like, it was so sad. But guess what? Common sense prevailed. The video assistant referee told the ref to go look at the play, and she looked at it and realized that Demehin's hands were literally, there's nothing she could have done. It was such close proximity that she could not get her arms out of the way. And rightfully, the penalty was overturned. And obviously, we just caught life. Because I kid you not, literally, like 5-6 minutes later, after we got the momentum, Morocco conceded a free kick again. Guess who's there? Our set piece taker, our champion, our president general, our superstar player of this tournament, Esther Okoroko again. Composure, breathe. She just whips in a fantastic cross from the indirect free kick. And guess who's there? Jennifer Echegini, another star player to watch out for, man. I'm telling you, she's going straight to the top. Echegini with one touch just slams the ball into the net from the set piece. And yet again, Nigeria were 3-2 ahead. The way we've used set pieces to bamboozle these are ups in this tournament has been nothing short of incredible. And literally, that was it. Nigeria, full-time winners, 3-2. Out of all the 4 favorites, Nigeria beat Zambia in quarterfinal, beat South Africa in semi-final, and beats the host Morocco in the final. So they cannot say there was any coma or any mago here. There we beat everybody. Like, this is that was one of the best AFCON finals, men or women, that you ever witnessed. Like, when you think about the hosts, how they played, going 2-0 up, and then the Nigerian resilience. Mind you, to show you the problems with NFF, is in final that we're debuting our own kito. I don't like the jersey's kind of fire, man. So I had to wear it with pride today to do this episode. But what a wonderful performance from the girls. Like, honestly, I couldn't be any prouder if I tried, you know. And you know what it could do for our girls and even the development of women's football in Nigeria, or getting women interested in the game, both playing. We've seen what's happened with England over the past 5-6 years. They just won the Euros again tonight, and you know that they will show walking and put the money where it needs to be to develop the sport in England. The NFF, we need to do the same for our girls. Build on the success. Look at the collective sense of joy they've given us and pride, you know. And women, they always show walkings. Let's be honest, always. So shout out to the team. Taylor the tape, Nigeria had 14 shots to Morocco's 10, 5 shots on target to the Moroccans 3. You know, we had lion's share of possession, 55%. Passing accuracy was equal, 69%. But this game was quite a well-refed game. No yellows, no reds, you know, which is quite interesting for a final, you know. And we got 5 corners to 3. Of course, I have to first shout out every single player in the squad, everybody who's made a contribution into this team. I thought on the day, when you look at from Unadozie, yes, there were lapses by the centre backs, but even Plumter, it wasn't Alozie's best game, but she's had a good tournament, to be fair. I think Plumter's been the best defender in the whole tournament for sure. I don't even think that's arguable. Unadozie was also awarded as the goalkeeper of the tournament, rightfully deserved. You know, when you look at Abiodun and Ainde in the midfield, even Ochebe, when she comes on, she'll do well. You know, Ihezuo, 3 goals. Okoronko ended the tournament with 2 goals and 6 assists. 6 assists. 6 assists in 6 games. This is not club football, tournament football. You know, Ijami Lucy too scored at least 2 goals in the tournament. Ajibade also chipped in with a few goals, and, you know, captain's performance and just riding up the team and doing what needs to be done for the team. I mean, just sensational performances all around. Everybody contributed, even the players off the bench, you know. But we have to still give special props to, you know, the President General, as I already said, Esther Okoronko. Oh my God. Final. 2 assists, 1 goal. Seemed to also be the only person in the first half that was keeping possession of the ball in the Moroccan half. And he was a sensational player. I love the fact she even wears number 6 as a kid. When you are that good, you can do whatever you like. Her left foot, dribbling, set pieces, literally crossing the ball, passing the ball, shooting. Everything you want to see from an attacker on the pitch, Okoronko does. She shows the workings. Like, I can't believe she plays in Toronto, man. Like, she comes to WSL. Because as far as I'm concerned, she's shown that she's the superstar in our squad right now. And she's not afraid of the mantle. She said, give me the keys, I will show you the workings. Let me loose. I will show you the workings. And my word, did she show workings in this tournament. She didn't even start any of our group stage games. That's to show you how great she's been. The manager was still doing man, Magudu. Okoronko said, F all that, man. Give me my chance. Zambia, same thing she did to Zambia. 1 goal, 2 assists. Finish them, fried them. 5-0. Semi-final as well. Very, very good performance. Final now. Sean Watkins on the biggest stage that a woman in African football can have. Okonkwo put the team on her back and delivered. Scored the pressure penalty, which if we'd missed, would probably have been game over. And also made 2 fantastic assists from dead ball situations to win us the game. So, I mean, the second goal was not even a dead ball situation. It was even a open play. So, which kind of level do you want that Okonkwo did not show? Honestly, I just want to clap for her, man. Honestly, long may it continue. Let's continue to support. Let's continue to watch. Let's continue to track these women because that's honestly what they deserve. So she deserves a shout out. Of course, we have to shout out Jennifer Echegini. When you scored the winning goal in the 88th minute of a tie, to win your country their 10th ever AFCON title, and in probably what is the most enjoyable women's AFCON final ever, and one of the greatest AFCON finals in general, men's or women's, you're in the history books forever. Whether anybody likes it or not, Echegini will be known forever. And my word, did she take her chance well. Anytime, even listened to her interview on BBC, she said anytime she has down moments, she remember what she did yesterday. And my word, should she remember. What to Ashake? Echegini, remember what you've done, and honestly, God bless you for a fantastic effort, and what a finish. Also, we have shout out for Folashade Jamilusi. When you look at performances in the knockout stages especially, this is someone that was a bit unheralded, but my word, has she been instrumental. She was instrumental in us winning the penalty, and also scored the equalizer. She's been showing walkings, man. So shout out to you for Folashade Jamilusi. I also love seeing the video of her dancing with Chioma Okafor's mom, who's a vibe, by the way. Shout out to Mama Chioma for everything. So, as I said, player of the... I think Okonkwo should have been the player of tournament personally. When you look at the tweets in general, I think that's a sentiment that a lot of us probably had, to be fair. But... obviously, the caveat of her not starting the first 3 games kind of counts against her, so I can at least chalk that one to that's being the reason. But for me, I think Okonkwo should have been player of tournament. That does not take anything away from who was actually named the player of tournament, Rashidat Ajibade, our captain, and probably one of our better players, star player. I'm intrigued to see where she's going to go this summer now that the tournament has ended, because she left Atletico Madrid after the previous season that just ended. So let's see where she goes. But Rashidat Ajibade, player of tournament and as captain. I remember how heavy the pressure was when she took over the armband from Oshoala. So we have to give Ajibade her props. And honestly, she did fantastically well throughout the tournament. Yes, did I want her to score more? Did she have as much clutch moments as an Echegini? As a Okonkwo, probably not. But she still scored decisive moments. The penalty against South Africa. If she no score, I'm now. And even just her all-round play, especially when she got to play on the wings, which is her preferred position, where she can really dominate her fullback and, whipping balls, crosses. She also got a few assists. So I want to shout out for a captain's performance from her. Really, really impressive. Ajibade. Also, goalkeeper of the tournament, of course, was Chiamaka Onadozie. No surprise there. As I've said so many times, you're one of the best goalkeepers in the world. Talk less of just Africa. So looking forward to seeing her in the WSL. As I said, I know she's better than Brighton, but let's see where she starts from anyway, and then go from there. Up until the semi-final, we had not conceded any goals. We conceded a penalty in the semi-final of South Africa, which you can accept, and until Ghislaine Shebak's goal in the final, we had not conceded any goal from open play. Onadozie had to make just her 5th save of the tournament in the semi-final. That's how well the defense and the goalkeeper have been doing their job. So shout out to Chiamaka Onadozie, really, really well deserved. And of course, we have to shout out the coach too, Justin Magudu. He was named the coach of the tournament, rightfully so. This is someone that was an assistant to Randy Waldrum when he was the manager of the Super Falcons. But for you to come in when there's a lot of question marks about your coaching skills and your ability to really get the women over the line. You can even add his opponent in the final yesterday, Jorge Vilda, was the coach of Spain when they won the Women's World Cup. So we can't say that, Magudo was lucky. No. Tactically, especially in terms of recovering from mistakes, finding solutions in the second half, making the right substitutions. Echegini came on as a substitute, scored the winning goal. That is not a coincidence. Oshoala came on and contributed to these are final goals in the last 20 minutes. It's not a coincidence. So shout out to Justin Magudo for a very, very exceptional job well done. And I love how he grew as the tournament progressed. We drew some games and even apologized to the team, to the country after the group stage. But look at the workings in the knockout stages. stages. So shout out to you, manager, and we wish you well going forward. We know there's going to be Africa Cup of Nations qualifiers in October against Benin Republic. So looking forward to that. Final thoughts. I mean, what a dramatic game, of course. You know, I predicted 3-1, so I was not that far off. Just amazing, you know. I think we really have to give props to the whole team. And of course, Okoronkwo in particular, she always takes the cake at the moment because she deserves it. But the Super Falcons in general did not let anything stop them, even though the Moroccans had the crowd on their side, which is amazing to see. I mean, when you think about it, they're 10 times champions for a reason. Even if you say other countries have certain facilities or whatever it may be, no country has backed our women's footballers as much as Nigeria has done on the continent. Yes, Morocco are now doing a lot of good work now, but when you have 10 titles out of 13, it's not a coincidence. Shout out to Nigeria, man. Like, I'm just so proud of the team. Like, honestly, what a performance, you know. And hopefully we can continue to reassert our dominance on the continent, you know, and just amazing. This means that literally, if we're being honest, in the space of 18 months, we have watched our men's team, Super Eagles, and our women's team, Super Falcons, both make the AFCON finals on this our lovely continent called Africa. Yes, the men were not able to go all the way and win it, but the women won it. So whether you like it or not, we'll give him, what's this my guy I like to criticize a lot? I can see his name, Gusau. NFF president, we have to give him props for that. Yes, the other days can be better, but when both of your national teams are making the finals of AFCON and one is winning, and you know that the other one still has a great chance of winning the next one, then you're doing something right. So shout out to Mr. Ibrahim Gusau for that. Also, we must shout out the Falcons. They did not play a match for 7 months based on Gusau. They missed 2 international breaks due to NFF's incompetence, which could have allowed them to gel earlier. But look at them, they still showed workings. They did not cry about any of that. And we know what it's like, but look at their mentality. They're so resilient and it's just amazing. So once again, shout out to the players, shout out to coaching staff, shout out to everybody who played a part in ensuring a successful campaign and us completing Mission X. Despite the challenges and all the things that were thrown at the team, even with the little things like customs not releasing their uniform, like NFF, now for you, honestly, I don't understand, you know. So we just want to give everybody props. Just before I round off, I heard a rumor that there's going to be a parade in Abuja and they're going to get an audience with the president, Tinubu. I'm not sure how accurate that is, but I think it's the least they deserve. If the men could be conferred with national honors and made members of the Niger MONs for finishing second at AFCON, then the women should be given MONs for winning AFCON. I'm sorry. That just seems fair to me. When you even look at the World Cup, the women made the last World Cup, made the knockout stages. Our men did not even qualify for the last World Cup. So, and we know our men may not qualify for the next World Cup. So please do the needful, I hope so. And we'll see the women given the rewards and the love that they deserve. Finally, it is only 8 months. We have 8 months until the next Women's Africa Cup of Nations. Now, this Africa Cup of Nations that ended yesterday was supposed to be played last year, but was moved due to logistical reasons. You know, when it comes to CAF now, it does give Morocco have facilities, so CAF just say, Morocco, please come and host everything. So it was supposed to be Morocco. Morocco hosted the last AFCON in 2022. Morocco hosted this year's AFCON. And guess what? The next AFCON, Women's AFCON, which is taking place in March 2026 in just 8 months, is going to be hosted by Morocco yet again. Interesting. But on a positive note, we get the chance to watch our Super Falcons succeed and shine yet again very, very quickly. Now, this next Women's AFCON in March next year will also serve as qualification for the Women's World Cup taking place in Brazil in 2027. So while we know our team win it most of the time, even the last AFCON when we finished fourth, we still booked our ticket to the World Cup where we beat the host Australia, drew against Canada, drew against England, but lost on penalties, you know. So as a team, we have a big responsibility from the NFF to continue to support the girls, give them all they need. All these things we're hearing about, their bonuses having to be approved by the president. Can he please stop? What do you mean custom sees the Nigeria women's kits? If it's the men, we know it will not have happened. Please, it cannot happen again. We had the home kits. The women only wore the home kits in the final, which is kind of legendary because they used it to win. But why are they launching the kits in the final? We know that was not the original plan. So please, NFF, back these women. We don't want to see them missing international windows because you've not booked friendlies for them because of funds or whatever the case is. Or you will not pay Magudu his wages for 1 year. You will now drip feed him the wage for 2 months. We know these things happen. So please, NFF, I'm begging you for the sake of this team, welfare. Facilities is already a problem. We know that one. I'm sure the players share hotel room. That one, I know that one for sure, safe. So please, I'm begging you, help them. Help them. They bring a lot of joy and greatness to our country. So please help them. Even the celebratory shirts they wore, where they said Super Falcons Mission X accomplished. If you notice, there was a typo. They initially printed it as Super Falcon. Somebody that cannot speak English was in charge. These basic things need to stop being messed up all the time. Please, it's incompetence. Just do the right things for these women, because you know that next women's AFCON is even more important, and we need them to go for their 11th AFCON, continue to build the credibility of both the team and themselves in terms of their reputation. Look at all these players we have. We have by far the most gifted squad in Africa when it comes to women's football. So let's utilize it. We can never have a tournament like the Olympics we had last year, where we lost all our games. I don't care if it's Spain or Brazil or co. That should not be happening to Nigeria. 1 year after we went to the World Cup and did not lose a single game to Ireland, Australia, Canada, and England, and only lost on penalties. That shows lack of progression. Same thing with the men's team. After winning AFCON, going to the AFCON final, what did we see? Our team was just losing up and down. World Cup qualifier, losing games, AFCON qualifier, to teams we should not be losing. Please learn how to build on the laurels of good work. NFF, Gusa, we praised you. So please, fix up. We don't want to hear problems for this team. I'm begging you. Nítorí Ọlọ́run ẹ jọ̀ọ́, I'm begging you. But anyway, thanks so much for listening. Honestly, it's been an absolute pleasure to cover the Super Falcons over this period. Even you guys have been loving the content. I've seen viewership on some of our videos I've not seen before. You know, we're now over 3,100 subscribers on YouTube. It sounds small, but I know where we started from. I know you guys appreciate the content, and let me know, like, if I must even toot my own horn, I know what I'm talking about. I love football, but I also do research. I don't come and just yarn nonsense here to you guys. You know, shout out to my cousin Inika. We work together on this. But I just want to say a big shout out to everybody for the listenership and the views. Continue to support, share, like, and subscribe, please. I'm begging you. Premier League is starting in just under 3 weeks. We're coming in hot. We're going to be doing episodes about the Nigerian players to look forward to this season, Nigerian players that have things to prove this season, aka the likes of Ako Adams, Kelechi Iheanacho, both for Sevilla, Ejuke. You know, where is Ndidi going to end up? There's so many things to discuss, and of course we're looking forward to the football, because man, nothing is as exciting as, I mean, there's exciting things in life, but let's be honest, football, I always say, is the most important non-important thing in life. And you know what, a privilege to watch it and have a community and build a community with everybody. So until next time, I've been your host, Oluoke. Please, if you're looking for content about the Super Eagles or Falcons while we're on an intermission until the league season resumes, I just dropped a video about the 2030 Super Eagles, or how our team could look at like for the 2030 World Cup. I also dropped a video about Nigerian players who need to make a move this summer, so please check that out. Of course, we're coming in hot. It's an absolute privilege to do this, and I don't take it for granted. But once again, shout out to Super Falcons. Mission X accomplished. Very proud, and I'll see you on the next episode of Nigerian Football Weekly Podcast. Take care, enjoy all the sports, and looking forward to the new season coming soon. Ciao.
Thanks for watching this video. Please like, share, subscribe, and click the bell to get a notification whenever we drop a video. You can also find our social media channels listed below. And of course, up Super Eagles and Nigeriano the ever carry last.